Those in-camera picture styles are useless if you're shooting RAW, right? Nope. Come on back after the intro and I'll tell you why. In addition to setting your exposure using aperture, shutter speed, and ISO, you can usually change the look of your images by processing the files inside of your camera. Canon, for example, has a Picture Styles menu, and it gives you the ability to change things like contrast, saturation, and sharpening. Those looks are actually baked into your files if you're shooting JPEGs. However, if you're shooting RAW, which I highly recommend, then those settings aren't applied to the files, and you can make those changes in the computer after the fact. So why would you even bother using Picture Styles in the camera at all? Well, there are two reasons. The first is that it might save you just a little bit of time when you process your RAW files on the computer using the camera manufacturer's software. Canon's Digital Photo Professional, for example, will read the Picture Style settings that you selected in the camera and apply that to your images by default when you first start editing your photos. If you have a lot of images to work on, you might be able to spend just a little less time sitting in front of your computer and more time out shooting. But the other reason is actually more important to me. Those picture style settings are applied to the small embedded JPEG that you can see on the back of your screen when you're shooting, and you can use that to your advantage. So for example, if I know an image is going to be black and white, I'll switch to the monochrome picture style. That'll help me to visualize how the photo will look in the end, even though the RAW file captures everything in color. A little trick I do when I'm photographing someone is to set my picture style to bump up the saturation, contrast, and sharpness to really make the photos pop off that display. It usually gets an ooh or an ah and might help make my subject just a little more comfortable in front of my lens. But when I get back to the computer, I'm never going to see those oversaturated, oversharpened photos and can start from scratch using the RAW file. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a mind game, but making your images jump off the back of your camera can put your subject at ease, whether you're shooting a model in the studio, a wedding, or just want to get an idea of how your images are going to look later. Hey, thanks as always for coming over here to Adorama TV and watching my 2-minute tips. Go ahead and follow me on socials. I'm at David Bergman, and I'll see you right back here next week.